Don't just live for tomorrow, or just live in yesterday. Just be glad for all you have that's in today.
Hey everyone, Connie here, and welcome to my blind reaction to JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Vento Aureo, or Golden Wind if you prefer. And this is episode 9. So, last we left off, the Team JoJo, were heading to the island. And we had Giorno and Mista head off ahead to try and take care of the partner of the guy they had stopped on the boat. Well, we find out that this guy apparently has the ability to affix things in place, even in mid-air, which is a pretty interesting stand. But because, you know, main character status and all, Mista is able to take him out without too much trouble. And, I mean, Giorno kind of seemed like he was going after them still, but I think that was just a gag. So yeah, I guess we'll see where it goes from here. I guess they're still looking for the money and everything. Okay, so a couple things to note. First off, as you notice I'm in my room instead of out there in the living room. I'm actually recording this instead of well enough ahead of time, the day before usually. I'm recording this on Saturday morning, and the reason is just because yesterday, Friday, the day I normally record these, I was gone. I went to hang out with friends. I was basically out all day, so I didn't get a chance to record anything, pretty much. Pop Team Epic, I had to record, like, way beforehand, very early morning. Kind of like what I'm doing now. I mean, it's like 10 a.m. right now, and I'm recording, this. I wouldn't say, I mean, obviously I wouldn't say that's, like, very early morning, but for me it is. Which is why I'm still yawning and still tired and everything and all. I just woke up, like, half an hour ago. But yeah, I'm doing this in here. It is really cold in here. My room does not do well with, like, keeping temperature. During the winter, it's always really cold, and during the summer, it's always really hot. And even during spring and fall, it never really reaches that perfect temperature. So I have my blanket here, because, like I said, it's just really cold. Either way, so yeah, we got another episode of JoJo today, and I'm excited to get to it. I'm excited, to see what we got in store. So, we're just going to do so. We are just going to get into this. So when the screen fades to black, pause this redirect and go to the description below. Follow the link to the reaction, and after you watch it, come back here to the redirect and resume play. Because after it fades to black and then it fades back in, everything from that point forward will be my afterthoughts, and will contain spoilers to the episode. So that being said, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you at the reaction. And we are back, and we'll begin with spoilers in 3, 2, 1, now. So, things escalated quite quickly here. Yeah. Bucciarati has been made a capo, and so they're definitely working their way up as they were hoping to. I honestly didn't expect this to happen this easily, but no, I mean, they made it. So their first task is to take over a mission, I guess you could say, that Pulpo was handling before his death. And that is to guard the boss's daughter, Trish Una. Which Una is her mother's name, so they still don't know anything about the boss. But apparently there's this group of members of Passion that have betrayed the group and are trying to take out the boss. And to do so, they're trying to kidnap and possibly murder Trish. So that's why Bucciarati and his gang are ordered to protect her during this week or maybe less. So Narancia's sent out to get some to get some supplies and stuff, get some groceries, and he seems to handle that part well. And he's even looking behind him. He's even checking to make sure no one's following him. But the problem is that this person's stand allows them to shrink, and so he's been in the car for who knows how long, honestly. And now the fight has begun against Narancia's Lil Bomber and this guy's Tiny Fleet. Now, I assume these aren't their real names. So, I'm going to look that up real quick, just because I do want to know the real names. No. Come on. Okay, so Tiny Fleet or whatever I said is actually Little Feet. Okay. And so then Lil Bomber. Oh. Well, that's a big name difference. Yeah, there's been some stands, like when, of course, they go over to the English localization, all have to be changed due to various copyright reasons and all, as we know. And some of them can get pretty close, like Craftworks being changed to Arts and Crafts. It's silly, but it's close. But then there's this one. See, the actual name of Lil Bomber is Aerosmith. Great band. Like, Steven Tyler may be just completely wacky, but you can't deny his talents. Okay. Okay, so Aerosmith is Narancia's stand. And I'm not going to look up like a bunch of info, because I want to find that kind of stuff out on my own, basically. Well, as we watch. But yeah. So Aerosmith is the name of the stand. I can dig that. So Narancia is fighting this other guy who's using Little Feet or whatever. And so he can change his size, but it seems like he could, I guess, change the size of anyone else as well. Now, exactly what the details behind doing that are is unclear. Is it like because he's touching Narancia, basically, because he's hiding inside of his outfit? Is that what's allowing him to pass his power on to him, basically? I'm not sure. Now, his stand also seems to... It seems to be able to fight, but it doesn't seem like a fighting-based stand. It definitely seems more stealth-focused. But it's basically like he himself said. It's all about how you use it, the person who's using it, and how they adapt to the stand. And that's correct. We've seen this before. Stands that are seemingly not very, like, fighting-oriented, but can be used in surprisingly really interesting ways. Josuke Higashikata from Part 4 is a great example of that. His stand, Crazy Diamond, being able to put things back together, to heal things or fix things. He's used that in such amazing ways. And it's like, it doesn't seem like it'd be that amazing of a stand power at first, but yeah, it's just it's how he used it that made it special, that made it really cool. So yeah, it's yeah, this guy definitely knows what he's talking about. um, then there's this capo guy. I cannot think of his name right now, but the one who is on the island who gave them this mission and everything, basically from the boss. I like him. I don't know. I think he's one of the first members of Passion we've met besides Bruno's gang that I actually do really like. He has this respectful attitude to him, and he definitely seems more like a capo. He definitely has that air of importance to him, but also he comes across as respectful. But at the same time, you don't want to cross him. So it's like, he's multifaceted in a way. And I just like the way he's handled, because it's like, he's respecting them. He's not like looking down on them or insulting them or anything. He's respecting them and respecting what they've done. But he's like telling them straight up, like, this is your mission. This is what you've got to do. And he definitely has, like I said, this air of intimidation about him that makes it clear that if you don't do this right, or if you fail in this mission, there's going to be hell to pay. But yeah. So another good episode, and yeah, it seems like definitely the format I was thinking of before is definitely what they're doing here. They're having each member of Bucciarati's gang be focused on in a set of episodes, one after the other. We had Abbacchio, then we had Mista, and now we have Narancia. So Fugo's probably going to be next. I would assume he'd have to be, right? And Trish has now kind of joined them. Kind of. She's staying with them because they're protecting her, so hopefully we'll find out more about her as well. And heck, maybe she ends up having a stand. That would be interesting. Plot twist, she's actually one of the bad guys. I don't know. Just something I thought of out of the blue and thought was funny. Hey, she might be, for all we know. I wouldn't put it past this show. But yeah, either way, I enjoyed this episode. I thought it was really fun. And I can't wait to see what we have in store next week. So, for the time being, tell me in the comments below what you thought of this episode of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Part 5, Vento Aureo, or Golden Wind if you prefer. Tell me what you thought of seeing Narancia's stand Aerosmith, as well as Tiny Feet, the stand of our enemy here, who I don't think has been named yet. Tell me what you think of Bucciarati becoming a capo this easily, and what you think of the other capo we met. And just the various things that this is starting to put into motion, because I feel like this is a big thing. Like, this is not just some little minor story arc. I think this is going to really lead into some big stuff for the future of Vento Aureo. In the meantime, thank you so much for tuning in, and for now, I'm Connie, and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.
And though you've come through many obstacles, shed tears along the way, you're still standing, live, love, laugh.